Welcome back, everyone. Jim here. In some of my earlier videos you saw me cutting down some big ash trees that were right here and pulling them over using the forestry winch. So that was in the spring. Since then I've used the Woodmizer and I've cut up quite a bunch of lumber to build this shed behind me. And right now we're trimming the ends to length, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But this is the shed that we're building. So this is the bottom portion of the shed. Again, it's a 12 by 20. These are 2 by 8s, pressure treated. The joists are 12 feet long approximately, and the front and the rear beams are 20 foot long. I have my own workshop behind it, and Linda wants a she shed. So this will be her space, her storage, and hers to do with what she'd like. So I'll put the video number where we pulled the ash trees down and worked on the stumps and all that such. Right now, like I said, I've cut all the lumber on the Woodmizer to build this shed, with the exception of the pressure treated lumber. And it's in the back of the truck, and I've got some jigs set up on my miter saw, so that it's just a matter of taking it out of the truck from the Woodmizer, figuring out which end I need to square up, and then sliding the wood in and cutting it to length. This is the pile of 2x4s, again from the Woodmizer, my LT35, which is up in the western Maine mountains still. I'm back home where we're getting ready to use these in the shed. These have all been trimmed to length, and they're actual 2x4 in size. Okay, part of our process, I've got all the wall studs loaded in the truck. I had all the wall studs loaded in the truck. And you can see off the Woodmizer, they're various lengths. They're not cut square on the ends, it's just a chainsaw cut the way it came from the tree. So the ends need to be squared and these need to be cut to the proper length. And the process that I have is they come out of the back of the truck, I've made a couple of jigs. I'm able to slide them right onto the miter saw, where I square the first end, and then once this end is squared, I simply slide it in to the next stop. That stud is cut to length and ready to go. We've got the bottom plate, which is 2 inches thick. We've got the 2 top plates, which are 2 inches thick each, and this measures 7'1". Altogether, we come out with what we need. And it's 7'1", right on the money. I'll film the process a little bit. I'll move the camera back, try to get a little wider angle. When Linda, my helper, comes out, we're taking a little break, and I'll film the process from taking it off the truck, sliding it in. She works to offload, and I work to load. And we've got 50, almost 60 studs to cut. So if I would have had to take and measure each one and then put it on the saw, you could imagine that would have taken a long time. I measure every 10. Right now I'm measuring every 10 off the saw just as a quality check to make sure nothing in the jig is moved, and it's coming out pretty good. So for any of you that are building stuff like this where you're going to need a huge amount of 2x4s or 2x8s or whatever cut to a certain length, I'd encourage you, set up a jig. That way you get uniformity and you're not trying to measure every one, marking it and then cut the line, because inevitably when you do that you're going to get some variation, 16th or an 8th more or less. This way here, these are almost on the money, each single one of them. So when I come back, I'll show you Lyndon and I operating this process. Here's my assistant. So I just started the camera again. So I was explaining how they'll see the process from rough length coming out of the truck. Then they'll be making 2 cuts on both ends, which will square the ends as well as cut it to length. The weekend do-it-yourselfer who doesn't very often have to cut studs and stuff like that, this works perfect. This is the last one. I did do a couple.
Do you want to cut those others just in case we do use them?
No, because I don't know which part of them I need. Thanks for watching. If you learned anything or you enjoyed us watching us, please like and subscribe. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll put the video number at the beginning of this video to show when we pull the trees out, stuff like that, so you can see the beginning of the project. Thanks for watching.